If you're practicing any form of religion on a consistent basis, mark my words, the level of energy that you display will go up to thousands of meters over a period of time. The consistency of any form of practice will show, whether it is how you pray, whether it is how you meditate. So it doesn't really matter, if you are following any particular religion, but I'm talking about any form of regular practice. If you add religion into the equation, and if you're practicing something that you connect to, a higher power, obviously that kind of energy is going to help you when it comes to spell casting as a practice, because you're learning discipline, you're learning consistency, you're learning the art of conducting a ritual, or working on a spell, because there is a certain amount of discipline that is required. And it's extremely crucial to remember that how you conduct yourself, your energy, you must be centered at all times. All that will depend on how you have prepared before you begin spell casting, which will come with consistent practice if you are a practicing person in terms of religion. Sometimes we don't, sometimes we do. It depends on the kind of magic that we're using. When we use dragon magic, there is no mix whatsoever, because dragon magic is a different form of magic altogether, where me as a high priestess, I become the co-magician. If you're practicing runic magic, then I become the witchcraft. You have to wear different hats, or you have to be someone who matches the intensity of that kind of magic. We practice eclectic magic. So we do Vedic magic, Beej mantra magic, dragon magic, as you know. We came up with ODRM, which no one in the world is doing, called the Order of Draco-Runic magic. We have the Order of Malakim and Rastabian magic, again, which nobody else is doing. So there are many forms of magics that we have infused into each other and come up with a mocktail or cocktail. But it's important to know that every time that we practice a kind of magic, the intention is to harm no one and to benefit a person, and to empower their own lives and their own selves to live a better quality of their future. Well, let's start with the Zarabanda seal. The Zarabanda seal is what the warriors in the forests of Africa used to have on their shields for protection. It was a cross, and there were symbols made on it. Similarly, there is a cross called Gibo, which is in the Elder Futhak runes. Gibo means gift. So we use it a lot in spell casting. If you bind that so if you have a cross with a line, so that's Gibo and Isa. So that also means something else. That makes it a bind rune. You're binding two runes together, two symbols together. You have our world famous Om. You have the swastika. Not the Hakenkreuz, but the swastika. So that symbol with the dots, that's a very auspicious Hindu symbol. We have beautiful designs from all over the world, which are used for spell casting. Remember, when we are talking about symbols from old customs, it has been used, it has been tested. Even the simplest forms that you look at, increasing dots, a straight line with dots on the side, you will notice that there is an energy shift when you make it. For those of you who make mandala paintings, for those of you who make rangolis during Holi or any such Indian festival, or Diwali, the festival of lights, even during Christmas or Halloween, when you're displaying something, you create an ambience, don't you? You create an environment. So these signs and these symbols are used to enhance the energy of that area. Once the energy is enhanced and collected together, it's that much more easier to make a focused sense of spell casting, and it goes from point A to point B with ease. You are born with religion, so you're born in a particular family, and that family practices a religion, and so you're born with it. Later on, depending on your preferences or your understanding or your choices, you may change it or continue, right? But each one of us walking on this earth has an element of magic. Do not make the mistake of thinking, oh, I'm a practical person, I don't believe in magic. It doesn't matter whether you believe in it or not. Every time something happens in your life, there will be your gut that might forewarn you. That's magic. Intuition is magic. Clairvoyance, claircognizance, all the clairs come out of it. So you're negating the fact of not believing in magic does not negate the fact that you're born with it. You may be born in a particular religion, but you are born with the element of magic within you. Whether you choose to exercise that or not depends on you. Think of it as a craft. The more you hone it, the better you get. If you choose to subdue it, it stays subdued. You can lead an average mundane's life. But if you want to be an occultist, you have to pull that out from within you, and you have to hone your craft and work on it, study it, and make it shine like a diamond. No, not really. Like I said, if you want to practice any of your religious chants or mantras, you're not doing it with the purpose of letting it spill over to the spellcasting aspect of your life. Unless, of course, you're doing Vedic magic or Beej mantra magic. You're doing it to discipline yourself, stay focused, get the blessings of the higher power, and that's pretty much it. Spellcasting is not something which requires anything more than a spell to be cast. What you're putting into it is your own intention, and your intention is coming from a good place, so it's accepted. It doesn't scatter or spoil anything. So it really depends on the kind of spell that you're casting and the kind of spell that you're trying out or experimenting. But that's not going to be completely dependent, but it will be partially dependent. If you're going to cast a spell and if you'd like to meditate before that, chant a few mantras, that's cool. If you feel like it's a very strong dark magic spell that you have to nullify and you need protection for which you want to chant something, you've grown up with a particular kind of chant, then that's cool too. So it really depends, okay, on the kind of spell that you're casting. So these were all the questions that I have answered, and I hope that I've done you justice. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to leave them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and see you with Drakaina.